Chris Schaefer presents a plethora of information in the book Data versus Democracy, outlining how big data algorithms shape opinions and alter the course of history. With human attention in the highest demand it's ever been, Schaefer explores how, in the time of social media, that human cognition, algorithmic recommendation systems, and human psychology are all working alongside one another to strengthen human bias. All of these factors acting together are spurring media narratives, influencing opinions, and ultimately potentially changing election results. The overriding purpose of this book seems to be aimed at shedding light on social media being viewed as a weapon, as well as how social media algorithms work and how they can be manipulated to influence our culture. Early on in the book, Schaefer points out and explains that the shift from an information economy to an attention economy, having transitioned from a time of information scarcity to information abundance. This is a strong argument made, and one I happen to agree with. This is easily attested to by the reader, since the shift has occurred in plain sight for all to see and witness. Additionally, we have simultaneously shifted from mass media to social media. I couldn't agree more and can personally include myself in the shift. I choose not to watch the news or other mass media outlets, but instead rely on Facebook, Instagram, and even the occasional Google search to obtain information about current events. According to a Pew Research Center, 55% of U.S. adults obtain their news from social media often or sometimes. Additionally, this same report also found that 88% of Americans recognize social media companies now have at least some control over the mix of news that people see each day. About 62% felt this was a problem and said that social media companies now have far too much control over the mix of news that people see each day. The concern over the impact the social media companies have on our daily news is very much a bipartisan issue. I find myself in agreement with the compelling arguments that the problems of social media cause algorithmically selected content to increase bias, polarization, and even the propagation of fake news. That social platforms are designed in ways that make critical consumption hard and the sharing of unconfirmed truthy claims easy. The America that each social media account holder sees through the stories shared is not the America anyone else sees. It is a personally curated version of reality, one that is constantly shifting, evolving in real time, and dependent upon the likes and dislikes, what is clicked on, and what is shared. While I don't disagree with Schaefer when he argues throughout the book, as well as provides a plethora of examples that tools like social media can be turned into weapons, I do think that social media can provide avenues of positivity. During times of distress and uncertainty in the world, such as right now dealing with the coronavirus, many companies have utilized social media for positivity. According to Tech Radar, the new Pixar movie Onward will be available on Disney Plus very soon, having just been released in the U.S. theaters on March 6th, and Frozen 2 is available right now. Data versus Democracy is a worthwhile exploration about how social media algorithms work and how they can be manipulated to influence our culture. But more than that, it's clear that disinformation is a large-scale problem that requires solutions by all parties involved doing their part to combat this rapidly evolving issue.